Eddie here. As you stated by the title, this is the video about my KWA MP7 DevGru recreation. It isn't exactly 100%, but I'd say about 90% correct. And when I say 90, it's just because of the optic could be considered not 100% correct on an MP7, though I have seen them and they look fucking rad. It's also a really good replica, so I like it. I'll also show you how I got this effect on the suppressor. It's super simple. I love this thing. I'll show you how I did the paint job. Let's get on to it. Okay guys, we are back, and here's the blast door. So, I'm going to start from the back to the front, and I'll list everything I threw on here. So, let's get started. I'm going to start with the sling because it spans the whole weapon. The sling is a blue 4-skier V-cast sling, and it is fucking radical. I love this thing. For the price, it's great. It's the multicam one, obviously. I attached it via this Mp7 rear swivel sling point. Really nice. I love it. I love that, actually. It really makes the gun a lot more user friendly. And just 550 cord up front, whatever. Get at me, you know, YOLO swag, 666, whatever. So, on the back, I just simply have a Mp7 Angry Gun Mp7 stock rails. I said Mp7 like 4 times in that sentence. Basically what that allows is the normal Mp7, from my understanding, was for a personal defense weapon, more or less. Wasn't really meant to be used as it's being used now as like a primary weapon. It's supposed to be under a coat and then whip it out, and you know, do whatever you have to do. But now it's being used as an actual, like, in replacing the MP5 and all that good stuff. So it was never really intended to be worn over body armor, so it has an open and closed position. Closed for when, you know, whatever it's being stored in a car or under your jacket. Open for when you have to fire. Problem with it being open is it's made for when you're not wearing anything. Maybe a chest rig. That is absolutely it was designed for. So the stock rail, when you're wearing it, it's perfect size. And then when you put body armor on, a plate carrier or something, it brings that a little bit more, and it really makes it obnoxious. So you sort of have to tuck it on the outside. The Angry Gun stock rail adds like 3 or 4 positions, so it really it brings it back to a little bit under the normal the stock rail size, the stock rail size. So the normal stock rail is like this without stuff. Because the Angry Gun, it stays pretty much around there. It also gives you 5 possible positions, so it's a lot more user-friendly. Then, in back of that, here, I got a combat application tourniquet. This is for, say, your buddy's arm or leg gets blown off. Hopefully it doesn't, but, you know, in case it does, you just rip it off. It's attached via rubber bands. It's a pretty simple concept. You know, you're bleeding, you just tie it really hard. But that's not exactly how it works. You turn and shit, I don't fucking know. But you can kill people with them as well if you open up the blood quick enough. Then, as I showed you, a replica Mp7 rear sling point. It is pretty nice. I like it. I really am happy I chose that. Then I have Mp7 Front and Rear iron sights. These are going to probably be going soon. I understand the back is on wrong, but I can't flip it around, but whatever. Optic is an EOTech 553. I did like the XPS more, and the XPS technically is more accurate for this impression, but who says they can't use a 553? Only problem is the 553s, the throw levers as long with Spectres as well, don't really work 100% of the time on HK weapons like 416 or MP7. So yeah. So let's just say I modified it. I'm a real DevGru operator, and I modified it for, again, for like $70. And honestly, it's pretty nice. It's got like minimal ghosting. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty. It's got pretty minimal ghosting. Yeah, it's got pretty minimal ghosting. It's really nice. I like it a lot. I'm more of a Spectre or an EOTech kind of guy. I do like aim points as well. T1s. So that's what I'm probably end up doing on my 416 is I'm going to throw a T1 with a magnifier because that's going to be my field gun. And yeah. Then we have a Surefire Mini Scout on a LaRue mount. Really nice because it offsets it just enough, because any position you put the LaRue mount on, it was almost like it was made for this gun, because it just barely cuts it. Like, look how it's so fucking tight, like, oh man, like an Asian. And it fucking works well, because like when you put it on the side, the stock rail barely makes it through, and I mean fucking like a duck's asshole, watertight. Then I have a Surefire Estero 7 pressure pad. Really like this one. I don't think it's 100% accurate, period, for a DevGru kit, but it does its job well. So you basically, it's got a momentary on and like a permanent on, you know, like a normal on-off switch. The good thing is the like permanent one's actually decently hard to push, so you won't accidentally do that. Then I have a Wilcox replica bottom rail for the MP7 on. Super simple to do. You just take off the regular vertical grip and just Dremel it down. Takes literally, it's like a 10-minute job, and makes your MP7 so much more fucking kick-ass and all that jazz. And then I put a Tango Down stubby grip and I think it's a Daniel Defense replica sling mount on there. I use this basically just to protect my fingers from, like, I'll show you a little bit later. It's really useful for when I'm posting up against shit. I'll show you that later maybe. Then I have some Cool Guy tape, you know, whatever. Just a mag number on there. I name them S1 through S6. You know, just, you know, YOLO swag. Then I got the crown jewel, if you will, of the MP7. I'm really proud of this. And as you'll notice, the paint looks different from the rest of this blaster, and that's because it's burnt. When spray paint is not intended for high temperatures, that's why when you put it on a real rifle, it more or less melts off the barrel. And same thing will happen with a suppressor, because a suppressor is, let's, for layman's terms, call it a longer barrel. The reason why it's burnt off primarily at the ends is because when a suppressor when you fire with a suppressor on, you'll have a muzzle flash over here. Round passes through the baffles, which what decreases the noise, and then you have another muzzle flash up front. Simple as that. That's why it primarily melts off at the ends. That's where the high seat is, all that stuff. So majority of the paint will stay on the center of the suppressor. I did this simply by using I think these are technically blow torches, but yeah, you use that. Took a while. At first I thought nothing was happening because it doesn't come out starting like this. It turns to a powdery looking substance, more like the paint just changed color, and you have to wipe it off. Pretty much what this looks like. It's hard to get it out of there though. That's just gonna have to come out with time. So yeah, that happens. The weapon itself works great as it is. It really is fucking nice. I painted it with lacrosse mesh, with Krylon, khaki, and I think it's like forest brown. You know what? Hold on, I'll get the cans. I'm back. So, yeah, these are the two colors that I used. I also had black on hand, in case I just wanted to mix it up, I guess. I don't know. So the tan is just a regular khaki. It's 1917 khaki. There we go. It's just 1917 khaki. And that what gives it the sand color. And the brown is 1918 earth brown. So I'm pretty sure the numbers, you could actually search for the specific color. And once again, they are Rust-Oleum camouflage. They work great. They hold up pretty well. This is one coat of paint, and it's holding together really nice, as you could say. That's from handling pretty much all the time. So let's fire this fucker. This has no rounds in it, by the way, so I'm gonna have to hold down the bolt catch. And this suppressor is also functional. Forgot to mention that it has foam in it. Pretty decent for half filling a mag, and also it was sitting outside for a few seconds. I was trying to get a good idea of what I should take a picture of it on, but I just said I'll take a picture of it on concrete, because this is a CQB gun, and that's what I'll be using for the thumbnail. And yeah, this is the beginning of my New Year's resolution, which was to do a video every month, at least for you guys. Might be even more. And next video up will be my DevGru bucket, which I'm almost 100% sure you guys will bust that over. I am so proud of it. I hope you guys had a good Christmas, and I hope you guys will have a good New Year. And thanks for subscribing. Remember to like and all that jazz. Happy Hanukkah too.